the rejuvenated team that lost last week to the Chiefs. Bounce back win for the Ravens. And Baker doesn't play good against good defenses. We're taking Baltimore at home. This is a rivalry game, and this is a revenge game for the Browns. You know why it's a revenge game for the Browns?
Why?
Because Baltimore stole their franchise.
Okay.
But we're sticking with the Ravens and Lamar.
I think this is really a push comes to shove week. 0-3. After all the talk you've had. And look, it doesn't get any easier. I mean, this is not an easier team that they're playing. It really isn't. But it's a push comes to shove, and all the people in Cleveland know it. I also think that athletic, the ability of Myles Garrett and some of those people on that Browns defense is going to be tough for Lamar Jackson. He hadn't really dealt with an elite pass rusher, which Myles Garrett, is clear to be, and so that could really, mess him up. However, I just don't trust in this Browns team at all. I mean, 7 is a lot of points to be down, but I just don't trust in them. And at this point, I didn't think I'd be saying it last year, I'm trusting in Lamar Jackson's arm way more than Baker Mayfield's arm right now. Plus, he's going to be able to make things work. And, Baker, his offensive line is already collapsing. It's not like they're going to be better against this defense. I'm taking the Ravens, too. So,
Matt,
this Browns team, they're just not what we thought they were. They're not who they thought they were.
They are who we thought they were. Matt, do you know what this game opened at?
What did it open at?
3.5.
Just throughout what caused it to jump?
Everyone bets on the Ravens, and they have to move it up.
No, I understand, but I'm saying
everyone just continue the Browns. Have you seen them play? Have you seen the Ravens play? Yeah, give me that.
Yeah, I mean, I guess that's true, and it's at home.
That's the biggest jump of the week. So
if you got in at 3.5,
well, I mean, hey, it's football though. It's football.
All right.
You got the next one.
Next is Panthers versus Texans. I gotta take the Texans here. The Texans are at -4, but don't be surprised. Look, J.J. Watt kind of got into a groove last week for the first time, so he's feeling it. They're not really missing Jadeveon Clowney that much.
Mm-mm.
They've had tough games.
Mercilus is doing really well.
What?
Mercilus is doing really well.
Yeah. They've had tough games, and so they really do need to win this one. And I think they're going to want to make it a statement win. Plus, look, is it Kyle? Was it Kyle Anderson?
Kyle Allen.
Kyle Allen, not Anderson. Allen. He was great last week. You got film on him. You're preparing for him. He's probably not going to do it this week.
Matt, you read me like a book. Kyle Allen ain't going to do nothing this week. It's going to be miserable. J.J. Watt might throw him out of the game. This just seems like one of those... We might be seeing the third-string quarterback for the Panthers. They're going to shut down McCaffrey. They're just going to have a spy on him all day. There's your offense. It's gone. It's gone. Panthers, they're going to get their ass kicked. No doubt about it. We're taking the Texans. Texans 3-1. They'll win by 13 points at least.
All right, I'm glad you're taking this next game first because I'm just really not sure about it.
I'm positive of it.
Bucks at Rams. I know what you're going to take too. Bucks at Rams. Rams are at 9.5. Last I checked, 9.5.
All right. Let me read you some statistics.
It looks like it's down to 9.
No, I got 9.5.
You got 9.5?
I got 9.5. All right. Bucks, Rams. It's a tale as old as time. Sean McVay versus Bruce Arians. Jameis versus Jared. One doesn't know where the sun sets. One doesn't know when it rises because he's still drunk at that time. Stealing crab legs.
Eating W's.
Eating W's, and that's all he does. And he's continuing to eat W's. This Rams team's not good. This Rams team isn't very good. I don't buy this Rams team. I don't think they're the same team as last year. I think Jameis has had a very good last 2-3 weeks, and I don't think this Bucs team is bad. 9.5 points is kind of disrespectful. Jared Goff isn't home though, and you don't bet against Jared Goff at home, but who cares? I'm taking the Bucs. I'm taking Jameis Winston in a bounce back. That defense is good. That defense can really affect Jared Goff. As long as they contain Gurley, they should be able to cover, and they might have a chance to pull the upset.
So is Jared Goff the answer? No, not really.
Yo, should we tease the money line plus 375 on the Bucs?
I don't know.
I might tease that.
I don't know.
I'm gonna sprinkle a little bit there.
But I will say, Jared Goff doesn't have to be amazing to carve up this defense. Daniel Jones did a 4-touchdown comeback on them last week. I mean,
fluke.
Their only win was against the Carolina team that Cam Newton had a broken foot and couldn't throw the ball more than 10 yards downfield, and they decided not to feed McCaffrey. I think there are way too many weapons on this Rams defense, and there are just not that many. There are just not that many people to deal with it by the Bucs. They're gonna put. The other thing too is I agree. This isn't the same Rams team. They definitely don't look as good, and I think they're against better teams they look like they struggle. But this does not mean it's a bad Rams team. And Jameis Winston has played better. He's still turnover prone. He's turnover prone. If he didn't do it these other games, it means it's probably coming up soon. So I'm going to take this Rams team. That Bucs D. I know it's better than last year. I don't know how they stop all the Rams players. I don't know how they stop Cooks, Kupp, Woods, Gurley. I just don't know how they stop all of them. I think the Rams are going to kill it.
Carlton Davis, Javaris Davis, the kid from Florida who I'm blanking on, Vita Vea. That's how they do it. And you know what? You know what else they have, Matt? They have the leading pass rusher in the NFL. They got the best sack master in the game. That's why the Bucs are going to do it. Sprinkle the money line. They might win this game. They're going to cover easy.
All right, next one. Seahawks -5 versus the Cardinals.
Can I start this game?
This is a tale of...
Go ahead. You get it. You get it.
Yeah, this is a tale of... I don't really think the Seahawks are good, but I trust even less in the Cardinals. I mean, that's really what this is. This Cardinals team is still just reeling. I mean, they're still just definitely reeling. The only thing I will say, it has been very apparent that Russell Wilson, despite how great he is, he cannot do it by himself. I mean, Chris Carson has lost 3 fumbles through 3 games. This defense has let up a lot of points. They've managed some wins, but some very bad wins. They lost to this Teddy Bridgewater Saints team that is good.
Mm-hmm.
It's not great. They beat a Pittsburgh team where Ben Roethlisberger went out and they're 0-3, and they beat a Cincy team. Both of these teams within 3 points. Both of these games. And the Cincy team is not good. We thought they might be okay. They're not good. I gotta take the clutch gene. I gotta take Kyler Murray. I gotta take the Cardinals.
Matt, you know what this game screams out?
What?
Yuck. This game is disgusting. This is the worst game on the slate. I would never bet this game. I would never bet this game.
Oh, yeah, never.
You have no idea what you're going to expect.
No.
I don't even know what I'm going to expect. So, the Cardinals, they can't win. They can't win. They're really bad at winning. Yeah. They're really good at... They're not good at anything, actually. I'm gonna stick with the Seahawks just because I know what Russell Wilson can do. And I know what the Seahawks can at least do. They're not a good team. Terrible team. I gotta take the Seahawks. I can't pick the Cardinals and just how bad they played last week.
Yeah.
They hurt me last week. I bet on them, and they played terrible. You got eaten up by Kyle Allen.
Yeah. I mean, I would never bet this. And Russell Wilson's going over to Kyler Murray after the game and being like demand a better offensive line or threaten to retire. He's like, don't do what I've done. Like, you got to stay healthy, get a ginormous contract, have a fucking offensive line. All right, this next one you're going to take. Ugh, and I don't envy you. Vikings at Bears. Bears are -2.
You know where this game's being played?
Where?
Chicago.
Yeah.
You know what they call the Bears? The Monsters of Midway.
Bears.
The Monsters of Midway.
Oh, that's true.
You know who's their quarterback? No one knows who their quarterback. He stinks. This secondary, amazing. I got more confidence in Kirk Cousins than I got Mitch Trubisky. Vikings, they got it. No problem.
This is basically saying which quarterback is going to screw their team over more. I mean, that's what this is saying.
That's true.
Is Kirk Cousins going to throw 4 interceptions?
It's all about not making turnovers in this game. It is. It's going to come down to the turnover battle.
Like, I don't... Because the thing is, it's not like you can pound the rock.
Mm-mm.
It's not like Dalvin Cook or David Montgomery or Tariq Cohen is gonna move the needle. Both of these are very elite defenses. And the thought of Kirk Cousins trying to fit in a ball with Fuller on Thielen or Mitch Trubisky trying to go at Rhodes, like, that is terrifying. I might take the Vikings because this could be a 0-0 tie.
Oh,
I mean, that might be what we're looking at right
I don't know if any of these teams will score. I agree. And Eddie Pinheiro's hurt. Eddie Pinheiro's hurt. I don't know if he can hit a field goal.
What this is going to come down to is it's all field position.
Mm-hmm.
I think that Khalil Mack, I mean, he knows what he's working with. They know what they got on offense. Fuller, Trevathan, they know what they have on offense. Hakeem Hicks, not Hakeem Nicks.
He's banged up.
Questionable, but looking to play. Maybe he doesn't.
Mm-hmm.
Anyways, they're definitely doing. There's going to be at least one strip sack and at least one interception by Kirk Cousins. And I think that's going to be the difference. I think the Bears are able to control the ball more, not necessarily put drives together, but just not lose the ball and be able to punt. I think the Bears are going to win this one 3-0 or 6-3.
It's going to be a very low-scoring game, I think.
Oh, it's ugly.
It's a turnover game. Don't turn the ball over, you win the game. For the Vikings, at least. Don't turn the ball over for the Vikings.
For both of them. Don't turn the ball over, you win the game.
I disagree, because if it goes 0-0 turnovers, I think the Vikings are in better shape.
Probably, Dalvin Cook, Thielen, Diggs. Kirk Cousins, he's not great. He's turning the ball over a lot in the red zone. That being said, he can manage a game. He can. He's done it before. He's better than Trubisky is at it. I just don't know. So I got this next one right.
Oh, dude, I might have talked myself out of it. I'm just going to say this. Kirk Cousins at 2-1. He's got to go 500 eventually.
That's true. All right, let's move to this next one. Maybe it's because this team just shellacked my team, but how the fuck are you giving the Broncos the line against this Jags team? How the fuck are you doing that?
Don't trust the offense versus the defense.
What are they going to do? Calais Campbell, I don't know if Jalen Ramsey will be there. AJ Bouye, what are they going to do? Look, this Jaguars team is fired up, and they're gonna destroy. They're gonna destroy the Broncos. I don't understand. What's this Broncos offense gonna do? They couldn't do anything against the Raiders defense. They're gonna get destroyed by this Jags defense, and also as from some miracle, I don't know how, Gardner Minshew has used his energy as an internet meme to be a legit quarterback and be able to lead a team to victory. I'm taking the Jaguars.
Matt, do you know what Gardner Minshew did besides wearing jockstraps at Washington State?
What?
He won games.
He won games. He did win games.
You know where else they played in the Pac-12?
Where?
Colorado. He ain't worried about the
Yeah.
Mile High. He's done